Hello folks, welcome to DataRo Analytics. So we are going to see interview question asked in Power BI itself. So Power BI developer as well as the data analyst, they can refer this video. These are the live question asked in interview. So a lot of students and colleagues are connecting with me and they are sharing the questions asked in their interview round, and I'm just providing the answer for those questions. Okay, so in the last video we have seen the calculate last 10 days sales. You can see over here. So if you didn't watch this video, in I button you will get the link of this video. Please watch it. So our today's topic is like we have to see the alternate way to calculate last 10 days sales, or there are any multiple methods to calculate the last 10 days sales. So basically, suppose you have given the answer to the particular question, interview ask one more question on that, similar kind of things will be there. So we will look into that. In the last video, we have used the date scene period. So you can watch that video also, how to calculate the last year sales with a date scene period DAX function. And now we are going to see alternate method for date scene period DAX also. Okay. So just theoretical portion I will just cover right now, and we will move to the practical portion. Okay, so in Power BI itself, I will also show how to write the DAX over there. Okay, so method two is like using the date at DAX. So here you can answer to the interviewer like last 7 days sales alternate one is equal to, we have to use the calculate function. Calculate function takes two parameters. First one is the expression, right? And second one is the filter. Okay, so expression we have passed the total revenue. This is nothing but your measure, which is nothing but a summation of your revenue or amount. And in a filter part we are passing the date add function. So here you can see the parameter taken by date add function like dates, then number of interval and interval. Okay, so we have to look backwards, so because of that we use the -7. Okay, so we will see into the Power BI itself practically. So in this way you have to give the answer. And method 3 is also there. By using filter tax function you can uh, calculate the last 7 days sales also. So this one also I will let you know, so you will have the clear idea. Now here you see last 7 days sales alternate to is equal to variable we have declared last visible date is equal to max calendar dim date, means max calendar date we are finding from our calendar dim date table or column. Okay, and in return what we are returning, we have used the calculate function. So you know that it is taking expression rate is nothing but total revenue, and filter part of that calculate function we have passed the filter function. Here just do the things like this. Okay, so now just focus here. I want to give you the clear idea. In a dates add function and in a dates in period, you have this number of interval you can see, but in filter you can't do, so you have to do the logic like this one. So we are going to see this logic what exactly it is, so you have to be very careful here. Okay, so what you can do in filter part, filter function taken. So here with all we are passing the calendar dim date, so we are just all function what it will do, it will exclude internal as well as external filters whatever you are applying, so those get excluded and we are getting the proper table over it. And on the top of that we are adding some logic like calendar dim date is less than last visible date, and calendar dim date should be greater than last visible date -7. This kind of logic you have to do because of this number of interval is not available there, so you have to be very careful over there. Okay, so these two method we are going to see there. Okay, So method 2 first we will try. Just come here into the Power BI. So basically this is adventure work sales data, and we will create one new measure, pause. Okay, last 7 days sales alternate one. Okay, alternate one we have used the data add method. Okay, so we will use the calculate. Okay, let's press the tab, then expression we are passing total revenue. Select total revenue, then filter portion we are passing date add. Okay, now date add is taking three parameter. Dates nothing but your calendar dim dates column, calendar dim date. Then number of interval we have to do -7. So you have the idea, right, why we are doing the -7, because we want the last 7 days sales. Okay, then interval is like day month, right? So our logic is day, we will pick the day. Okay, I will just close the bracket, then we'll have the clear idea. Just we will put that card visual over here and make it card. Okay, so this is a result we are getting over here. Okay, so let me check that any filter is applied. It's all clear. Okay, all clear, all clear, all clear. Okay, then. So no need to worry. Actually, this is what happened. Result we will get. So I will let you know the reason behind this, why it is behaving in the same manner. So we have the third question. Like there is a difference between date add and date in period. So in that difference, I will let you know the uh, reason behind the beware of the date add as well as the dates in period, so you will have the clear idea. Reason behind it's like I will give the high level idea, like dates in period, it's this DAX function is used when you have to do the rolling calculation, but date add function will move in a slot. So basically it will take some slot, and your date should be continuous one. If it is you have the discontinuity in your date, then you will get the result like this one also. Okay, then alternate to method 3 we going to see right now, so you will have the clear idea how the answer it is coming, and how the interviewer is going to trap in this question also, like method 2 and method 3 as well. Okay, so don't worry about it, we are going to see that. Let's go there, then we will create one more major. Last 7 days sales alternate to. Okay, so what we can mention over here, so basically just look at the port. We have to create this variable first, last visible date, where we are passing the max calendar time, and in return we will use the calculate function with filter logic. Okay, with the shift enter you do the last visible, and you have to mention the where. Until and unless you mention it where, it is not going to take it. Okay, so here we are using the max function and max DAX. We will pass the calendar dim date, Okay, calendar dim date we have passed, and in return, okay, just tab, do the tab. In return, we are passing the calculate function. So in the expression, you will pass the total revenue. Okay, then in filter, we will use the filter function. Okay, so filter taking table. So what exactly table we are passing with the all? Why all is required? Because we have to exclude the external as well as internal filters applied on that calendar dim table itself. Okay, calendar dim date. Okay, you just pass it and just put the comma. You will get the filter expression. Now here our logic will play. So just look at the logic, so you will have the clear idea. Because here we don't have the number of interval over here, so because of this we have to build the logic, this one. Okay, so this logic will play a role for number of interval. Okay, so we have found the this last visible date, and we are going to use it in our code. So you can see here calendar dim date less than equal to last visible date, and calendar dim date is greater than last visible date minus 7. Okay, let's do it. Calendar dim date. Okay, less than equal to last visible date is our variable, and double ampersand you just use it for and calendar dim date should be greater than last visible date minus 7. Okay, last visible date minus 7. This logic you can build, and you want you can put it close also, not a problem. And just close the bracket for everything. Okay, just hit the enter. So now here we can pull this code over here and make it a card. Now here you can see the result set. Okay, I will arrange it properly so you will have the clear idea of what exactly happening over there. Okay, so these two answer here coming as a correct one. Right, so for which method it is coming correct? The method 3 using the filter, and method 1 we have seen in our first video. You can watch that video using dates in period. Okay, for these also we are getting the correct answer. Okay, but my question is what is happening with this method 2 where we have used the date add? So because of this tricky question asked by the user, because he want to trap you. Okay, so we are going to see the difference between dates add and sorry we are going to see the difference between date add and dates in period in a next video. Okay, so you will have the clear idea what exactly happening behind the logic. So you can watch this video and you can get your doubts to be cleared one. Okay, so we will meet in the next video to see this. Okay then, So in the next video we are going to see what is the difference between dates in period and data at DAX, so you have the clear idea what exactly the trap of the interviewer for uh, the new joiners. Okay, so we will meet in the next video. So if you want the content like this video, please share my channel and do the subscribe. Thank you so much for your time.